Hey there everyone, welcome to another more video, and I know what everyone's thinking. Well, what I hope everyone has been thinking is, where have I been? Now, the last time I posted a video on YouTube would have been over a month ago now, which I think is for October, around ending October is when I no, yeah, in the middle of October is when I posted my last video. A lot of things have happened since then. Uh, the big update came out, right? I know we talked about it last time. Being the counter research update, which I am not a fan of, and I want to talk about where have I been, what has that put me to doing recently because of that, as well as do an account preview because I haven't done that in a while. So right now I'm currently in a Frank's guild, just relaxing, not worrying about war because war takes too much activity. And ever since the counter research update, I have not been that actively playing. It's because I pretty much lost interest. The game has made it impossible for you to be a free to play trap or be able to take a rally as free to play as a free to play player. I haven't spent any money on my account in over 6 months now, and I don't plan to ever spend any more money on it. So anything that requires tomes not gonna happen. Any upgrade on my gear won't happen unless I get lucky on chests. So this is pretty much gonna be like a full overview of my account, showing you what my account has from the very last time that I showed it to you guys, and explain like how I've been able to upgrade stuff being as free to play as I am. So maybe starting off with my buildings, I'm still an Aura Hyper. That won't be changing since these buildings just to get to level 25 from 24 takes 1 week each after helps and building stats and everything. So yeah, that's 1 week of upgrading here. So like this 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, a little over 4 months of just doing upgrades from level 24 to 25, not including the upgrades you need from like get to level 1 to 24. That's why I'm never gonna be changing my buildings for that. My manors and hospitals are still the same. I still only have 200 and some thousand beds. This is because that's the only amount of beds you need when you're joining rallies. I haven't been ready to take rallies since, of course, pointless to take rallies at this moment for me. I might as well show you my troop comp. I don't really care about it. You're gonna rally me, go for it, rally me, but make sure to contact me so I can record it, for good time sakes. So at the moment I have 41.2 million troops. I mean, if the last video I made, I was still below. I was around 40.5 million, and the troop increase so far has been tier 4. A good portion of it, about 300,000 for 500,000, have been tier 4. I've had some bit increase on tier 2, not too much, but I do have an increase on tier 1. This comes from the abilities that I have, Fresh Air and Convocation, which gives me free tier 1 and tier 4 troops at the click of a button. Being an average of what is this? About 7k tier 1 troops and 5k tier 4 troops a day for free, just for clicking a button for resources. Next up, I will be covering my research. So economy tree, I've maxed it out all the way up to here. You know, since you need this for tier 4. Gem gathering, I've done a bit. I haven't maxed it out due to focusing my research on other places. On defense, I have a few on defense just to I use them to get the missing points on Watcher Hell events and stuff like that, but I don't touch it that often anymore. Then I have military tree maxed out except for for tier 4, except for destroyers. I do not want to touch destroyers, and I'll be talking about that in early. So since I don't have search destroyers, I don't have anything of the kind of research. Monster Hunt, I have this maxed out since I always loved monster hunting. I to Monster Hunt level 5. Which, by the way, you're in a level 5 Guild Bash guild. You're required to have this in order to be able to help out on hitting the monster. Next up, upgrade defense as well. Haven't touched it much. Only touched it for the random might increase and XP needed for hell events for Watcher, which I don't need to do anymore. Next up, upgrade military. This is the tree I've been working on substantially. These last researches from 9 to 10 on subsidy 4s require a total of 154 days after helps. So yeah, it's taking quite a while. It is taking quite a while to complete. I've been able to max. When I stopped, what is it? When I the last time I posted a video, I was working on Quick Stops 10, so I didn't have these two by that time, but I was able to complete it with the free speed ups I get every day. We talk about. Pretty sure I've made a video before on how to get free speed ups as a free to play player. You want to check that out? The videos in my channel. Oh, and the reason I'm working on this is because I want to unlock Army level 7. I started this working on this way before the counter research even came out, so I'm not gonna stop doing this just for counter research. Which, by the way, counter research, I believe is 3,600 tomes you need total, and I do have enough tomes for them. I've been increasing my tomes with the free to play stuff they give you, or like the free tomes that come out on the Thanksgiving event, as well as the ones that came out in the shop 3 bargain stores ago, or special shops. I forgot the name of them, but I still will be requiring to work on this eventually, not anytime soon though. So next I have Army Leadership. Army Leadership I have maxed out up to the max deposit because this is the best way to get gems as a free to play player. Having this research maxed out as well as the building, and then the other trees are barely touched bid. I use these for a hell event that I require to do for Guildfest because I'm still big on Guildfest even if I'm not active playing. But I needed to do this for a hell event, no, for a research hell event, I believe. So that was the quest I usually take. Next up, we have Military Command. Military Command is pretty decently worked on since I was focused on becoming a Darkness rally lead on my previous guild before I was in a war guild that had good rally leads. I was the main person to take care of rallies. And then worked on devotion when I was working on getting to my 1 year worth of prisoners. I mean, of my altar boost, which I was able to complete out to 150 days of altar boost, but I have not been able to execute any more leaders ever since then, since there requires for you to be online. I don't have time to be online for about 3 days, not to be rallied and make sure I don't get zeroed and stuff like that. So it's always complicated to keep your altar up when you're not you're not active 100% of the time. Next up, familiars. Familiars I've unlocked all the way to pack 4. There's the researches is pretty useless. Pack 4 merging cost useless for me since I already have more than enough runes to evolve every one of the pack 4 familiars, as well as getting them to elder rank and still have 300 runes left. Durable wards, you still have a ward no matter what. People stop attacking you at one point since you do proc it really quickly. A pirate's attack increases your gauge by 15, which by the way, your gauge is this gauge right here on the very top. It increases by 15, so you ever do have to actually pop this thing pops automatically for a total of 6 hours, I believe. So yeah, so you still defend it for a good amount of time. Actually, no, it's for 4 hours since each gauge is 1 minute. It's a pretty useless research unless you just wanna have it. Merging speeds cost, it doesn't reduce it by that much. It's only 20%, which by the way, you can just do that from by changing into springs. So at one point, you won't be needing that at all. And then skill XP boost. This is nice. It gets a little boost, but it's only 5%. You might as well just work on having all gems. You'll get more boost than that as it is. Then familiar battles. Familiar battles is something I was working on before I did my sigils. I wanted to get all the way to the 4th familiar, at least maxed out. Unlocked. But I then noticed that I still need like 15,000 more tomes, so I just dropped that idea completely and just stopped at that phase. Sigils, as I was mentioning, I focused on everything on just unlocking helmet sigil. I just did the bare minimum, so this is the bare minimum you need to be able to get to helmet sigil, which is everything to level 8 before the helmet sigil and the sigil itself. I believe total was 3,600 tomes as well to get to this point. The next 2 trees haven't touched them at all due to the fact that it requires tomes. I did this a bit, but then once I learned that in order to unlock this research, you're required to have these ones to level 4, but to get those to level 4, you're required to unlock tier 4 siege. Now, going to the case of tier 4 siege, why do I not care about tier 4 siege? Tier 4 siege, they're not completely useless, but they're useless to me since I have no need for them at this very moment. And the fact that they're not useful to me, I don't want to get them because my luck with air with fresh air right here, this the tier 1 skill, which by the way gives you a random tier 1 troop, 20,000 of them. So it's any of the 4 troop types that you have unlocked, but tier 1 everyone has unlocked, so you have all 4 of them. With a tier 4 one, or tier 1 to tier 4, even if you only have tier 3, it's whatever you have unlocked in that tier. So in case you had only one tier, you have this familiar and you only have one tier 4 unlocked, being infantry tier 4. Every time you use this ability, it will always only give you infantry tier 4. But once I unlock tier 4 siege, there's a chance of me getting tier 4 siege whenever I click it. Now, I have nothing against getting tier 4 siege. What I'm against is get those 15,000 troops I get will be tier 4 siege when they could have been anything else to help me build up my comp to whatever I want to build to. So that's my reasoning behind it. I don't want to touch it for that main reason, but there's 2 researches that are really required for tier 5 troops, which I don't never gonna touch. Because that's 22,000 tomes to just to unlock the first one, I believe, or 20,000 to unlock the first one, 22 to unlock all 4 of them, and then that's the reason I have procrastinated on getting the counter research as well, because you are required to unlock destroy the fortress to get even to the next research, which I find very dumb for IGG. I know, well, it's a smart move for them because it makes people actually spend more resources and gems on getting more research completed, but I just hate the idea of having to do that just for new research. Next up, I'm covering familiars. Now, familiars I've been, as you can see, I have 800 pack 4s. I haven't opened them because I have no need to. I already brought down the runes on my, on the Grim Reaper because I've been using them to upgrade this ability. As you can see, require 1, then require 2, and then require 3. And this is what I've been doing every day ever since I had it. Oh, enough. I'll open some later. And if you look at other ones that I worked on, I already finished all of this ones for the important stuff. But you see, I have 155 runes on this familiar, 24 runes here, 85 runes here. Like, I have all the amount of runes required for anything. It's just a matter of leveling them up. That is the reason I have mostly gems for that. But I haven't, I keep forgetting to reapply them and stuff. So let's cover the skills I do have unlocked. So I have the Griffin skill maxed out. So in 6 seconds, I have all troops that are outside of my base come directly to me. I have 5 ready to use just because I craft them for hell events. I don't really have a use for crafting them, even though they are free to craft. They just require a lot of anima since I don't have springs. Next up, I already said the troop giving a familiar. So there's a pack 1 familiar, no, pack 2 familiar, I believe, and this is a pack 4 familiar. Then we have the snow beast familiar, which will increase the amount of resources I can send out. Right now I can send a little below 4 million resources. This will make it to send about 60 million resources total. Once I activate it, of course I can use it for free. Don't have to use any skill stone for it. Then I have rapid repair of the wall. I haven't loaded them up much because I have no need to repair wall. Wall is not too much of a needed thing. Next up we have Ship Ahoy. This is the cargo ship refresher. Very good for Guildfest. Makes certain quests a lot easier. We have the Coliseum, free 10 entries. This is free 10 entries that help Coliseum speed up faster. We're using this ability. I was able to get to top 100 in my kingdom in about 2 days, but I just completely forgot about doing Coliseum again, so that's pretty low right now. We have Dark Magic, lets you open up more essence, darkness essence quicker. Reason this is good is when your IG has a gem event from them, you get more gems total. You get a total of 3 more openings than you would have without it. And it's also helpful for uh, darkness events, darkness hell events. So in case instead of having to waste it and lose the essence, you can just use this ability and automatically collect your essence. Dark assistance. I rarely use it. Only use it if I'm in a dead guild that will not be giving me the 30 helps that I need, or whenever I was gonna do a hell event and I need to split into two researches and want to do it real quick. I will have one already working on. Finish that one. Start a new research. Use the ability to get all the helps. Finish it to collect my hell event reward, and then just start a third research and leave it there working. Next, we have hunting grounds. You know, as I mentioned earlier, and I mentioned them if you see my videos throughout many times, I love hunting. So this is pretty much what I want for at the very beginning, because it helps you hunt level 5s faster. You can even one shot level 3s or be able to kill level 4s without having to put any energy from bags. Overtime construction, never used it really. In a flash, this is the Noceros ability. This is really good for gathering food in order to be able to train my troops. So I will send these my 5 gatherers on level 5 food tiles, making it 20 million food when they come back, and that's 20 million food I don't have to pull from my bag while rushing troops. Next we have Gold Digger gathering rounds. They give the Gold Digger gives 6 to 12 million gold every 24 hours. Every 24 hours. Then Gatherer gives me, what is it? 4 hours worth of boost. So since I'm hypering, this gives me about 28 million ore in one click of a button, as well as food, stone ore, and other stuff like that. Then we have Refresher. Refreshed, this gives 60 to 120 stamina every 12 hours, which is an equivalent of 1 to 2 Bravehearts a day for free. So I've mentioned this before. This is 2,000 to 4,000 gems for free just for leveling this familiar up every day. Now, let's say you already have all your heroes already maxed out to gold rank. You can do one or two things. Spam one location multiple times to get just to get free speed ups. That's free speed up. That's free gold, and it builds up over time. You do what I'm doing, which is prepare in case for IGG to that ever release mythic level heroes. You know, we always joked around that they were gonna do a higher level than gold on gear or troops, and that came out true. So me memeing about them doing a higher level of heroes is not a far-fetched idea for IGG. Next up we have the VIPs. Familiar. This VIP familiar actually helped me get as much VIP as I did in my first 3 years of playing, as I did in my last year of playing. Since I was in 3 years without this familiar, I was able to reach VIP 14. Then it took me only 1 year after I had to reach VIP 13. So without having to spend any gems on VIP, this is a very good familiar to have for that. Sugar Fortune, 1 to 2,000 gems every 3 days. It's a pretty every 2 days I believe. It's very good, easy gems, honestly. Just for a click of a button, you just have to put time into it. You don't have to spend anything on it. Of course, it is a pack 4 familiar, so or pack 3. I don't remember. Is the gem and gremlin? I think it's pack 3. Next we have Lucky Stars, pack 3, Trick Star. 3 Holy Stars, always nice. I'll show you how many stars I have in a minute. Random Jewels it's a big coin flip, but you have a chance of getting a gold range attack jewel, but you also have the chance of getting a gold or an even common grade wall defense, which it's pretty useless, but it's a pretty good gamble of trying to get good jewels. I've gotten from the best drop I've gotten has been 1 gold range jewel, but I've also gotten several purple for other attack jewel that I needed. Another quick is good, easy fragments. This is 1590,000 fragments. Fragments are always nice. That's the reason I haven't finished my fragments yet. Which, if I go to my fragments, where there it is, I'm at 13k fragments. And you can see I have a lot of familiar XP saved up. This XP I use it only during Guild Fest because I really have no need to rush any familiars if they still take a lot more resources to get the abilities ranked up. Skill stones, I mentioned I have Griffin skill stones. These are the materials I have saved up. I'm not sure what I want to level up next since I can only have 3 familiars anyway, so I'm saving those up for later, as well as this 312 of those materials. Runes, as you can see, I have 300. Well, not less than 300 of each of the big ones, and this pretty much gonna have the ones that are these lower numbers. They're either pay to play familiars or familiars I have maxed out already, so I don't focus on anymore. Let's see, that covers my familiars. Coliseum. Right now I'm ranked 202, getting 100 gems per 3 hours. There's just easy gems. That's how I've been able to keep up with my gems. My gems dropped, by the way, due to the fact that we had the gem store a couple days ago, and I just blew my gems there to get Wolfpack sigils and Bradley speed ups. I'm pretty sure. Which, speaking of, let's go to the heroes first. So covering the heroes, all the free to play heroes are maxed out gold rank and rank 8, and then has some like Chaos Dragon at green rank, and then the rest the pay to play heroes or gotten from the events are pretty much just one time purchased. I keep these lower ones for whenever I need to do hit monster quests. This I just use one troop and then max out, do a max hit on them on a level 1. That way I don't call it level 1 because that would be against guild policies on most of my guilds. This guild doesn't really matter, but in a war guild, people really do hate seeing level 1 gifts. Ready to hire, I don't have none. So let's go to stuff that I have. As you can see, I have saved up quite a bit of these resources due to the fact that I use the stamina all the time. I'm saving this up in case I ever need to flash upgrade a hero, in case I make a free to play hero that comes out that is a new free to play hero. We need to get that hero to gold right away. This would be the best way to do it, saving up my hearts. Shards, yeah, a lot of weapon shards. If I wanted to, I could sell them, but that would be pretty wasteful. 300,000 just for that. I get more gold out from my familiar. Blueprints, none. Medals, as you can see, I have several heroes at 300 medals. This is just for the fact in case IGG ever goes with mythic level heroes, so I'm getting the levels required. Now, why am I choosing 300? I'm choosing 300 due to the fact that IGG has this tendency of doing the rank ups after a certain level to require the same amount as the previous. So to get from to get from purple to gold on heroes, you're required to get the same amount of medals that it took you to go from higher to purple. So the 150 medals is exactly the same amount of medals you need to collect to get from higher to purple, or it's about the same. So adding that up, it's 300 medals to get from higher to gold. So I'm getting another 300 in case that's the amount they're required to go from gold to mythic. Of course, we don't know that they're gonna do that, but knowing that at one point down the line they might just be doing that in the future. Trophies again is just a lot of saved up over time. Not worth selling, even though they do give some decent amount of gold. Not too good, not too worth it. Next up, gold things in my bag. We already saw these. I have saved up VIP since no longer can use them at VIP 15. We have several withdraw squads. These are pretty good because it saves you a good amount of gems whenever you're gonna cancel a march. And the relocators, they build up over time. If you don't relocate for a month, they build up super easily, as well as relocators. Name changers, these are coming from Labyrinth. Then we have Warm Tones, Crystal Pickaxe, and Steel Cups. All of these came from, I believe, Guildfest. Most of them from Guildfest. I might have purchased these by accident. I'm not too sure. I've had T4 for about 3 years already, so anything's possible with these. It could have also just been built up from buying them, well, from people buying packs and me getting them from opening those gifts. Gold hammers, I have 4 of them in case I ever want to change something up in my base. I have 962 admin quest. Whenever they decide to give double or triple resource drops for admin quest, I will be using these up, or I just use them up for Guildfest quest. Makes Guildfest so much easier. Quest scrolls, I was gonna use these when we had the event of triple guild coins or double guild coins from them, but I was out of town during that time, so I couldn't really work on it. I have 12 revived fruits. I use this when I ran a guildmate needs to kill a leader. I just leave the guild. I send them my leader over and over again and just use a revival fruit. Bookmark spaces and cabin spaces really messed up because you can use them once you hit a certain point, so they're pretty useless. I usually need to let us sell them for gold coins or something, but they just never will. Go tag change. I don't know where I got this. I think I got this as a drop from Labyrinth at one point. I have several chisels, which by the way I'll be covering my gear soon. I have a good amount of energy saved up since I haven't pulled for a while. I saved this energy up from Guildfest. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. I also have attack boosts. Don't know what I'm gonna do with those yet. I use it 50% for level 5 kills, but I don't plan to do that since it still requires a lot of energy. Nickname changers, talent tone changers, one migration scroll, not doing too great. Some holy stars, which I'll activate later. I have 5 licenses to kill. I've gotten this from what is it? From the token place. Yeah, I have 119 star scrolls. I always buy them when they come out they're not too expensive, but I don't know why my castle's already maxed out. I don't plan to buy any new castles. This is my anima build up. I want to build up more, so whenever I finish upgrading my heroes, my familiars, I'm gonna go back to All Springs and just try to save them up and use them for Chaos Dragon merging events. As you can see, 3,800 arcane tomes, 7 lucky tokens, and a total of 60 million lunite. This was in a gem shop once, and I bought them all. Resources, cover that through the other place since I'm not really good at showing everything else. But as you can see, you have 687 gold boosts, not useful. Or boost that uses, which I didn't notice I was run out already. I have timber boost, stone boost, food boost, right? Speed ups. This will be the amount of speed ups I have saved up. I have used up a lot of them this past Guildfest through hell events. I almost rolled out all my speed ups, considering I did rush the 250-day researches. I did rush it all in one day for a hell event. So I did blow a lot, 150 plus 127 some days worth of speed ups in one day. I have repairs, which useless. I have a lot of healing speed ups, which if I ever do go back to Warren, they're gonna be burned up really quickly. Some research, some merging speed ups are being saved up as well for chaos hell events. Combat wise, we have a lot of shields. I can do a whole year of shielding plus another month of just shielding with 3-day speed shields. There's some good amount of anti scouts whenever I do not want to have a shield. I have 70% attack boost, several 50% attack boost, and a lot of 20% attack boost saved up. Defense percent boost, useless. I have a good amount of 20% army size boost. I use them just to mess around. And chests. I have a lot of chests right now, which I'm gonna be opening for you guys right now. Don't worry about it. So I did plan to do this for you guys last time, but one thing came to another. I just kept hoarding them up. So I have 53 jewel chests. I'm gonna be opening 3 and then off 50 just so because this video is already going long enough as it is. Probably won't even be watching this point. But you did, you're awesome. So opening 50 chests at this one point, and let's see what I get. We get one rare cav attack. That's unlucky. Several good common infantry in range, but no cav attack. And then 3, 2, and 3 on the cav infantry and range attack jewels. So that's pretty nice. I'll go check if we can upgrade anything as of that. We have 2 epic jewel chests. I believe this came from Hell Event. Then I got a cav attack. Then we have the legendary jewel chest. I'm not expecting much. Yeah, this is pretty bad. 1 rare infantry and 2 common infantry. Really okay. Frostwing. I have no need for Frostwing, but if I get hearts, sweet. There's some hearts there. Then we have the Snow Beast chest. Again, don't need anything from here. I don't plan to get those mittens up to mythic, since I don't want to be using on my cores. Griffins doesn't matter. Have too many of those. We have champion chest here. Oh wow, I got one recently. Next up, worm chest. I will wish to have more of these orbs because that just makes research a lot faster. But it will be a while before I even get that up. I think I'm only 1 gold orb away though, so it's just a matter of actually getting lucky. For legendary terror chest, I'm not sure if I do want to keep getting these since I would be needing to upgrade my vials to mythic, but I don't want to be using my cores for that. My embers, I mean. Gargantuan chest, I do need those eyes. Need to upgrade the leg piece. I mean leg piece. I guess they're considered leg pieces. Oh, nice amount of jewels. Sorry, I'm trying to go a little fast, since this video started going off for far too long. Mega chest. I would like to upgrade another ring. Those would be very nice upgrades to get, but only three on that one. Yeah, I don't see any gold coming down. Of course, we get gold, some other stuff, but now the rare drops. Layer chest. Never get anything good on this. Doesn't matter to me. Herald Rider. Held Rider. What am I looking for? Held Rider. Held Rider. I'm building the Skull Crusher. Nothing. Well, Grim Reaper. This would make it easier for me to upgrade my Codex, but it's also a very rare drop. Los Arrows. Don't really care for this one. Saberfang. I can't. I could use some upgrades, but it's a far-fetched dream. Next up right here we have Blackwood chest. Blackwood chest. I do need these eyes. I'm very close to actually getting my talents upgraded, so I'll go check how close I am from actually upgrading after opening these. I'm getting some decent amount, but I don't think it's anywhere close to the amount that I actually need. So yeah, if this goes on for way too long, I might just time lapse it, put some song in the background. But yeah, Queen Bee. We all know Queen Bee is not gonna give us anything. It really, we're not. I mean, bad, but that's not what we need. The pointless drop, honestly. Good here either. Some good halos. They'll build up eventually, but not something I really looking forward to. So while opening these, I'm actually talk to you guys. So it's been, how I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the video. It's been 15 months. It's been about 30 days, 30 plus days since I last posted a video. 36 I believe, and my subscribers are still going up. I'm pretty sure you guys are still liking the videos, but there's a lot of things that I'm not liking from my UG. These a lot of the pay to play updates, we've seen them time and time again. Every time they come out, they make me want to quit the game. Every time I see them, I just spend a little too much money on the game for me to actually quit ever. So I'm never gonna quit. I'm just gonna become inactive and come back to being active. So right now I am in the inactive stage. Well, yeah, I'm in inactive stage, and the reason for that is, I can't take a rally right now because I would need the counter research, and even if I wanted to take a rally, people won't rally me. Especially on this mocking though. I'm just mocking them right now. DM for 10-minute rally. You see like this, we're sending mail for the Darkness of Force. So it's not a big deal like what you guys are used to. And my content has always been tutorial content. Due to the fact that I'm a free to play player mostly, and I don't wanna be spending too much money on just healing or keeping up with war guilds, because that's not something I want to do. And in order to be in a war guild and not have to spend any money, you have to be 100% active, like about 40 hours a day for every day, sometimes even 6 hours a day. You have to be coming on just so you can do basics, so you can be part of rallies and stuff like that. And that's something I'm not into right now, due to the fact that there's just too much work. It's too much of a hassle right now. So first off, I'm gonna be seeing if I can upgrade any of my pieces with what we just opened. Talents, I was missing one, but I am that much closer now to getting my talents actually upgraded. From here, and next piece, did I miss anything here? We didn't have any Mecha Children chest to worry about. Bumblebee, Saberfang, too far off. I think this is the closest one, 506, yes, but we didn't get much here, so that's still a while away. I should be free to play. I don't see anything else that I needed to upgrade, so I don't think we got anything to upgrade. I guess I can upgrade one of these, see if I ever wanted to, since I did get that gold one. But I don't see much use of actually upgrading this. This would increase hunting travel speed, max energy, and hunting damage by not that much of an upgrade, honestly. I'd rather save those pieces to upgrade something else. I could upgrade it to Vile. Could upgrade both actually. Okay, what can I? I'm close to being able to upgrade both to mythic, but I don't really have a need to do that. I'm not that desperate for ore at the moment, since I just keep giving it away. Looking into the jewels, see if there's any jewel we can upgrade and change out. So we got to one purple range jewel. We're gonna get to one purple infantry jewel, and then we're gonna get to two purple cav jewels. So until we get to three, cav is the closest one to actually being upgraded. So looking at my gear sets, right now monster hunting gear due to the fact that I'm letting my energy max out so I can just one shot level 3 monsters. But yes, I'm almost close to actually getting this jewel up in ranking. Actually, let me check that out. I didn't check my jewels. My Swift jewels. I didn't get anything. Never mind. So then we're looking at my mix set. This is my mix set as of right now. I could have codex in here, but the ratio of my stats becomes very lopsided. When I had this on before I swapped it out, I was looking at 450 range attack while having only 380 or 390 infantry and cav. So I had to remove the codex since I was being too lopsided onto range due to my jewels being too heavy on range. Those are most of my gold jewels, I believe. 4 gold being range attack. Next up is my familiar set. This is how far my familiar set has gotten. These two pieces are super expensive when it comes to witch dolls, so that's gonna take a while. Voodoo dolls, I mean. I made this just to change around the construction set or witcher set that I had because they're not needed since we have this automatic ones on the bottom now. Next up is my range set. This is my range gear as of right now. Some changes here and there. These two pieces are added due to the fact that I have more range stats compared to the counterparts that I have in my mix set. So that's the reason for that. You can see I don't get much stats. I'm not that strong of a player to even be doing rallies. Even stat wise, I shouldn't be taking rallies, but I have the troops for it. This is my cap set. It's a pretty decent cap set, I would say so myself. It's my best stat, I believe. 470, I think, without any fortress boost, any fort boost. That's the kind of boost that I do see with my cap set. This is my infantry set. This hits 450. My range will hit at 450 as well. So they're just hitting bare minimum 450 on all 4 sets. 2 sets, I mean. Then my speed gear is just speed, nothing else. I don't have any speed boosts. I just put a gathering one. So if I just want to do rush gathering, I just send this gear out. Then we have a gathering set with, of course, just gathering and Nocero's jewels. Nocero's give you an extra army capacity, so it makes it they send less troops out. That's the reason I have it. My ore hyper set is on energy on one side, since it is the only ore producing pieces, and that's all I'm aiming for, ore production there. Let's see. Now resources in bags. My resource in bags as of right now, I only have 229,000 food, 266,000 stone, and 665,000 wood. Million, my bad, not thousand, million. Now the reason these are low is because I keep pulling. In this past month that I've been AFK, I didn't have any resources until just a week ago when I traded resources with a guildmate of mine, and this is what I got to. I still have 1.5 billion ore, even though this was at 2 billion ore when I first got here, and I have 2.06 billion gold, which again this was a lot higher when I got here. So I've been using up a lot of my resources. Going over here, I don't have any ultra boosts because I said I have been attacking. We go here to see how many holy stars I do have. I'm at 55k now. Do I have any more? 1 more k. 61k now. It's just from using the familiar. I might keep saving, I might not. I'm not sure yet. With tokens, I believe I'm now in double digits on tokens. But I'll keep getting my tokens from hell events. That's how I keep building those up. Is that pretty much everything to cover from my account? We have resources, we have buildings, troops, familiars, research, hollow, heroes. Yeah, I believe that's pretty much everything. It's already 40-minute long video. It's too long of a video. You guys made it this far. You are a beast. Now, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you find it kind of informational. More content. If you want to see more content for Lords Mobile, I'm really debating it right now to just changing my channel to being a full mix channel of different games that I do play, that I do have an interest into playing. Still gonna keep posting this channel every now and then. Whenever I do get content to post, I know I'll have to be more active to get more active content. But other content I can make, if you guys want to showcase your account the way I showcase mine in a more timely and organized manner, of course, I'm more than happy to do so. Just let me know online. My line ID is executor with a 3. By that I mean it's EXECUT3R. So the 3 takes over the E of the very second to last letter. So you can message me online through there. I still check my line every now and then. I still talk with people through there more actively than I even get on the game. So yes, I'll be making a video talking more into detail on what I want this channel to change towards to, what my focus is gonna be, and what plans I do have for the channel for the future. I will not be canceling the giveaways that I do have planned, since I did promise those already. I'm not gonna be going back on my promise for those giveaways. As for the account that I'm giving away, it is fairly dead account. I haven't worked on it at all. It's still just a wood hyper at a bare minimum. It has had some more upgrades since the last time I showcased it, but it's not that much to actually be noticeable. So that's pretty much for today. No, it's a super long video, 41 minutes. 40 almost 42 minutes before editing. So I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna bother editing it much. I'm just gonna add the intro and outro and just post it. So it's gonna be like a 42.5 minute video. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys liked the account overview of my account, of course. And I catch you in the next one. Peace.